listening to episode 89 of Paper Player. I'm your host, Tony. I'm joined with Josh, Jeff, and JB. But before we get into our Magic Roundtable, I just want to let you guys know you can find us on YouTube, and we're trying to grow on YouTube. So help us grow. So get on there and hit the like and subscribe button and follow us for all our future content. And a lot of our things are going to be transitioning towards that way because visually, I hate reading cards out loud, and I think it's easier for you guys to see it visually. So get on there and check us out. But again, you can always see us live on the Discord if you'd like, and then if you want to get in the after show or the after caller show, you can do that as well too via Discord. And if you want to see the audio version, check out Spotify and Apple, and then there's like 20 other podcast apps that nobody uses, but if you are using those, you can find us on there too. All right.
I do want to add one more important thing there.
Chicken.
If we are ever asked to be sponsored by Chancery, I am immediately declining. I am taking 100% ownership of the podcast for that one decision, and we are denying them no matter how much they want to give us.
We are looking for sponsors, so I heard Hot Pockets is looking for guys, so...
See, that's fine. I'm all right with it.
All right, dudes. We played some Magic this week, and I did terrible, which I do want to speak on a little bit. But before that, you guys can tell me how your RCQ experience went. So, tell me.
Start us off, JB.
Blood Moon is the best card in Magic. I love it, and it makes people very, very mad immediately when you play it.
It is, like, honestly, one of the most tilting cards of, like, all time.
One to extremely tilt people. I have one in
Yeah.
the white border one because I wanted to tilt people.
I have a cool Blood Moon. I don't know if I have access to it right now. Let me see.
Not cool. My white border one.
Disagree.
Oh, wait,
Let me
you've got
think.
the beam one. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Oh,
And
still
I got-
love the deck. Still had fun with it. And I had the pair up when I was X and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 4th round or something. 5th round, 4th round.
Yeah, 4th round.
And I beat him. And Tony was sitting right next to me, and he lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him and I said, "Do you want to go?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "You got the win, bud." And just handed it.
Such a sweet guy. Such sweet Jeffies.
But yeah,
Nice.
Blood Moon stomps. I think my favorite moment of the entire tournament was I played against the guy who was playing Jund, the guy you lost to in the 4th round, Tony.
Yep.
And he keeps a really bad game 3 hand where it's
Tap
fetch
land,
into
Saga.
tri-land,
Yep.
has 2 sagas, and he Thoughtseize me, takes away my first Blood Moon, and then I dig a second one out from the just destroy both sagas, leaving him with 1 mountain, and he proceeds to draw no land.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It was so bad.
He did that exact same sequence against me, just so you know, where he went fetch,
it's
tap
not
land,
good.
saga, and I was just like DRCing so hard to find an Alpine Moon, so I could just go, you're back. I just double strip mind you,
Yeah.
but couldn't find
Yeah,
it.
it's I don't know, that guy did not mulligan properly. It was not, his hands were questionable.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But yeah, got stomped kind of. Technically went 2 and 2, but 1 and 3,
Yeah, fair.
and then dropped.
All right.
What about you, Josh?
I had a horrible experience because I played Tony.
Yeah, if I play Urza, the
Um,
rule is if I play Urza Saga against Josh, I will win.
True. Well, first off, Tony sent a picture early in the morning
Oh,
about
no.
I'm
next
so
month's
sorry.
RCQ, so I ended up in Mequon. I ended up in Franklin when I was supposed to be in Mequon, so I showed up with 2 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
Or technically, but they I had enough. I had enough time to be prepared, but I still didn't have my deck wasn't shuffled or whatever. I'm blaming I'm trying to find excuses. The fact of the matter is I did lose round 1.
Yeah.
That is the game, but I did feel like my deck wasn't shuffled enough. I had to mold a 5 the very first game.
I mean, you got to Blood Moon that Tron player. You just got really unlucky. I was sitting next to him, and then
Right, that was a bad beat game.
That was so
wasn't it?
bad.
I almost won that match because
Yeah.
game 2 I ran over him, but then it was I also lost the die roll and he yeah.
Yeah.
What did I need? I needed something to.
Well,
He
you played Blood
he
Moon, right?
played Blood Moon.
And his 3 Tron lands, so he went back down to 3 lands. And just so you're aware, his hand was Beseiju and cards you couldn't cast. and then he literally rips this forest off the top of his deck, plays a forest besage, and it's
One of two.
I was like, oh my
Slams,
god.
and then slams the worm coil.
Yeah, that was that.
The one of two.
I almost came back though, but it was like a bad beat or whatever. But
Yeah.
I lost. Round 1, round 2, I play against Tony. Tony beats runs over me.
I was able to run in 6 loop with the
So I
Rosas.
started off 0-2, and then I rallied the next 4 rounds to take 10th place.
Nice, man.
That sucks that you weren't able to
Had
get
fun.
top 8.
I know, because I had terrible breakers because Tony left.
My bad, dude.
Even then, I starting off 0-2, I had bad breakers to begin with, but
I will say the guy I let win
witty.
definitely made it to the top 8.
Good, man.
Before I hand off my time to talk, we have to decide. I have this foil reparacious dragon,
Or do you want the anime one?
and
Or the
then JB gave
Weirdo,
me the
gross,
anime
disgusting one.
I don't know. I think
Dude,
that card.
the anime one is
I
gross.
think that card is low power, anyways. I think that's going to be one of your first cuts.
No way, because it's a dragon. I like dragons.
All right,
and that's
whatever.
why
It's
they're
your life. You do what you got to do.
Do what
Right.
you gotta do.
Yeah, the anime one is gross. I would not play that one.
No.
The other one is really cool.
Yeah, play the other one. As much as I like my anime cards, I don't like that one.
I wish it was foil. If it was foil, I would play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I went and took 10th place at the RCQ, and yeah, but we then I gambled with Tony, JB, and
Lesser Tony.
Antonio. Lesser Tony. We did. If I don't know if you guys know, or I don't know if the viewers know what pack war is, where everyone opens a pack and then you just flip cards over, and the highest mana cost gets all of the packs.
Yep. I mean, that's not
So
a
we were
common
just
thing, but yeah.
we were just straight up gambling.
Yeah.
But I mentioned, I was like, all right, let's be spicy and do it with collector packs of Dominaria Remastered, and I won with Spinal Embrace, that 6 mana card.
Yeah, it was like a 6 mana
You
card.
got some
followed-
nice stuff.
Yeah, and then you definitely you got 2 foil entombs. You had like a
Two
Also,
foil
two, it was
entombs.
one. I
I
thought.
thought it was
I got
only
two
one
full
foil.
art, two
two full
full
arts.
art
I'm sorry.
entombs.
Yep.
Full art Mystical Tutor, the old border.
You
Green
definitely
tutor.
hit, dude. You got some bang. Like we
Yeah.
didn't. Do you remember that?
Couple
Do you remember
of
that collector booster that we did in Misty Mountain when we were at the pre-modern, and it was just like we
That was
opened
just double master. Those were just double master packs.
Oh, I thought they were okay. And we opened up.
They
just
were all
like,
trash.
we didn't
They
open up
were-
more than 30 cents worth of cards. And
Yeah, we spent $90 on
Yeah.
packs and
Yeah.
opened 30 cents worth of
and then this pack
Right.
where I think that you had it. There's got to be like $80 of value in it alone.
at least.
I think the craziest back war I've ever had was with Tony, and we were doing like Modern Masters 1 or something.
Yeah.
And Blood Moon was like $70, Snapcaster was like 70, and there was another card. I think it was a Jace.
There's 2 Tarmogoyfs in it.
Oh, it was 2 Tarmogoyfs. That's what it was. 2
Yep.
Tarmogoyfs, which are like 80 apiece.
Nope,
And
they were like 150 at that time.
yeah, so we opened that, and one guy took all of
Yeah.
it. It was insane.
Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you just got like $400 in value.
Yeah, I think like you opened up the Snapcaster. I opened up a
Uh-huh.
Tarmogoyf because it was like a 6-man whatever. Another guy opened up a Tarmogoyf, and then whatever else. Dude, it was like he spent 0 because we did winners win and losers lose. So that means the guy who did the absolute worst pays for all the packs, and then the winner. So like you can end up just playing for free if you just get like third out of whatever out of 6 people. So the guy who did the worst, which was a guy who plays Niv Mizzet all the time. You probably know who it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eat it.
he had to pay like $200 for the packs were at the time, and then somebody walked away with double Tarmogoyf, Snapcaster, and a Blood Moon. So he just like literally just like $400 worth of cards at that time.
He was so tilted, I bet.
He walked out of the store and said he was never going to return to the establishment, and then we saw him the next weekend. He was right back, and then we were like, "Do you want a pack?" Where he's like, "Yeah," got right back into it.
That's how addiction works, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. Tell everybody the world about the wonderful world of Mill.
So I'd just like to state I'm still undefeated against Tony when I play Mill
Yes, I can't beat Mill.
in any sanctioned event.
Mhm.
So round
Hey,
one,
total.
huh?
or Tony plays Dirtle, he waits for them to mess up, but then you're.
I mean, he was playing burn, and
I had
was-
11 different burn spells and didn't.
and I was at 1 life.
Didn't hit.
And I milled him
and
out.
also, to be fair, I had 4 Ragavans that also dashed, so couldn't hit. I just missed.
So I lost, or I won round 1, pretty easy, or not easily. It was against elementals. We went to time, and weirdly enough, I milled him out on turn 5, and he shook my hand saying "good job," conceding, and we both realized afterwards that technically, if I end my turn, it would be a draw.
Yeah.
So he like asked if I was competitive. I said I am, and he was like, "You know what? Don't worry about it, man. I'm just here to play." And I was like, "All right, cool. I appreciate it."
Was.
Yeah, he went to time in every round.
Yep.
But the crazy thing was, is game 2, I won game 1. Game 2, I lost. But I had got him down to 2 cards after him endurancing twice. Like, that's how much I was able to like fight back against elementals with mill, which was kind of a crazy feel.
Yeah.
Then round 2, I played against Murktide. We went to 3 games. It really wasn't close. I hit the Murktides in game 3, but he had, I think, 3 Dragon Rage Chandlers out, and I just couldn't keep up with the damage versus milling.
Yeah.
So, like, I lost that round. And then round 3, I played against... I don't even remember what I played against round 3, because I won round 3.
You played against me. You smashed me.
Was that round 3?
Sure was.
No, I thought that was round 4.
No, round
No,
4 was
I only
he
had one
played
win
against
that
the
day.
Jun guy.
Oh, okay.
I played Josh
So,
round
yeah.
2, and then I played you round 3.
Yeah, so I played Tony, crushed him. No problems. You know?
Yeah, easy.
That's just going to be a known fact. If you play Bill against me, there's just no world where I can win.
And I think it's honestly because it's your cards too, which makes it.
Yeah, I do.
better.
It's just they're trying to run away from me. So they're like, you abuse us. We just sit in a box all day.
So yeah, beat Tony. Round 4, I played against Merfolk, and I misplayed a little. Like I went to kill something, forgetting that the one Lord gives ward, and I messed up there. But game 2, he played triple Aether Vial, and I really can't keep up. I can't counter his creatures anymore. Like it becomes very difficult to like win when he's just pumping out so many lords, and like Island Walk is relevant. So I got steamrolled. Then I won my next round. I forgot what it was against. It wasn't. I think the guy was playing like a budget deck.
Yeah.
And then it came down to the last round. Me and Josh were both X2. I was in 14th and Josh was in 15th. Played. He crushed me. Like Merfolk is, or not Merfolk. Murktide is like my worst matchup because I'm fueling their game plan.
Yeah, and then your Tasha's hits, like they have 7 drops in the deck, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is though, is the 2 times I did mill Josh, both his Murktides he casted, he could only put 2 counters on.
Oh,
I hit like
wow.
a lot of creatures and lands. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty
But like
nuts.
it's enough to get you there because it's very hard for me to kill a Murktide with Drawn in the Lock when they're exiling their graveyard.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you have like a really small opportunity to do that, and it's really not there. Plus, like if you go on like full mill plan and they happen to hit like 4 or 5 instances of sorceries, they could turn to a 7/7, and it's just like
It happened in round 2 against that guy, or the other Murktide player. I milled him a bunch, and I was like, all right, next turn, I can do a bunch of stuff, and then he just goes turn 2 Murktide, and I'm like, awesome. Like
Time to
I think
lose.
that matchup you have to play like really carefully.
I think I wasn't also something I need to do, which I wasn't doing, is you have to bring in Ashiok. Like you have to like exile their graveyard.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like anything to do that.
Doesn't it say I can't search my library either?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
that
Yeah.
too.
You, like,
Can't search or sacrifice, I do believe.
No, it's just you can't search. I think the issue
Okay.
is it's 3 mana and it's just really slow against the deck that's going to be probably bringing in more counter spells and like spell pierce. So like, I don't know what the correct game plan is for them, but
I think it may be that or play Leyline of the Void in the board now.
Mm,
I wouldn't
It's
play
overkill.
Leyline. I don't know if you have. I think you just got to take the L on that one. It's super
That's
hard.
fair.
I mean, you can go into like scenarios where like you don't archive trap when they fetch because you know they're going to be fetching later. So you should do that for the kill. Like I would wait for a turn where you can Tasha's and then do that. But that would be the only like
that would make sense.
that would be the only thing I would change differently. Where your fatal pushes and your drawn and lock are just there to destroy DRCs and ledger shredders and Ragavans, and then when they finally get the chance to cast a Murktide, you might be able to draw and unlock. The problem is I don't know if it's such a weird matchup. I don't know what you have against them.
It's just it's a rough matchup in general.
You might be able to get lucky and be able to like mill them and then surgical the Murktide. That's probably your best plan of action. That would be the only
That's what I did in game 3, but then 2 or 3 DRCs, and it's like, all right, well, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I think it's just
You don't like taking 9 every turn?
Nope, not really, but like especially like considering the only creatures you run are crabs.
Consider.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, at least the O3 crab can block
Ragavan.
Yep, and then the DRCs so you just gotta hold your fatal pushes for, and then Ledger Shredder's a whole nother beast.
Ledger Shredder. Oh yeah, I got stomped in the mirror by the dude landed 2 Ledger Shredders against me, and I had none, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, check this value out."
I'll just
like, "Yep,
look what I can do."
Bye-bye.
I'll never miss
lose.
A card. Yeah.
Well, you'll miss every card, but you'll have gigantic guys I can't deal with.
Right.
When you're right. But yeah, that was my experience. I still had a lot of fun. I did do a draft before the podcast today and opened a mythic in every pack and
sick.
Proceeded to get crushed.
Yeah, this format, it's super aggressive. Like the 1-drop 1/1 faceless whatever.
Oh, dude, that card is so good.
It's really good. It's just like the format's just built for that card, and yeah. And once you're able to turn on corrupted, like being able to turn on your deck to be like a next level is like the whole game plan. Then the other archetypes kind of suck. Like proliferate's unplayable. Like you use it like sparingly, but there's a proliferate strategy that's just it's blue black. It's unplayable.
That's one of the decks I lost to. But so I had thought he had 2 cards left in hand with a bunch of mana. He hadn't been playing stuff, and I was like, I feel like he's got like a proliferate card in hand, and he swings. And he's swinging with the 1/1 to try to toxic me to 8, and I could have blocked and like traded with him, but I was like, you know what? If I don't block here, I can kill him next turn. So I didn't block it, and he just literally played like the -1/-1 proliferate card on my creature, which doesn't even kill it, but just to proliferate and kill me. It felt so bad.
Yeah, well, sometimes it just gets you.
I played Elishnorn, and that card is just terrible in draft. It's just a wall. Like
Elishnorn?
like it doesn't stop your opponent from doing anything. Like if you build around it.
No, it does. It stops 4 Mirrodin. They don't get the 2/2.
I guess that's true against that deck, but
it's kind of crazy. I had someone play it, and then they played a 4 Mirrodin card. I got 2/2. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
I guess that's true. I got Elishnorn pack 2.
Yeah.
And then I got Vraska pack 3, and I was already black-white.
Yep.
But I also drafted again right after that, and I went green, white, splash black, and I'm running 2 rares. It's Green Sun Twilight, and then Butter Blossom.
That card's awesome, by the way.
Dude, this match has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm 2-0 in the draft already, and it's like, all right, well, when I take mythics, I do terrible. When I take non-mythics, I do fine.
Yeah, so the mythics, I don't know. I think you just had a bad run. But the not attraction, but Elishnorn is good when you have like cards from Mirrodin, and then like when I played against it, I was just like I built like a Boros equipment deck just to try it out, and the fact that like I had 4 of my cards that couldn't make tokens anymore, and then they just played 1 that made double. I was like, oh, okay, this game's over. I got it. Sure.
I will admit I played Elishnorn followed up by when it comes into play proliferate, when it dies proliferate,
Double,
and that felt really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty sick one. Yeah. So in the last 2 RCQs, I'm 1-5.
Ouch.
Just bad rolls. All my games were like incredibly.
I'm your only win.
Yeah, my games were really cool. Let me rephrase that. My round 1, I played against a guy with a budget brew, and when he went turn 1 Prairie Stream, I was like, oh, I got this. Ended.
Never assume.
Yeah, I know. That's so that's something I actually I'll talk about a little later. Then round 2, I played against Josh. Round 3, I played against you, which we had really close games all the way through. And then they were all like really. It was like the match was really tight. And then round 4, when I played against Lee, and he was playing Jund, It's basically the same deck. I end up in a situation where it's just he was able to land 2 Goyfs, and I didn't draw any Goyfs that game, so I wasn't able to bounce things off them. But all my matches were like somewhat close. But I think I have an issue right now, and it might be because you may not know this, but I embellish a little bit on the podcast in the sense of what my character is in Magic, and I'm going in with an elitist mindset, meaning that I don't feel like the underdog. And I think that's my problem. Where I was the most successful in Magic, I always felt like the underdog. So I was thinking,
Be humble.
yeah, not to say that I'm the best player in the room, but I definitely act like I am, which I think is going to my downfall right now because I just am not playing solid Magic. And if I just think like the underdog and change my mindset and treat everybody with respect, and rather than like a guy who plays Prairie Stream, I go, this is in the bag, and just kind of nonchalantly like think I have these things. And then, obviously I had bad beats against them where I had all my lands except for Urza Sagas in play, which was for lands left in my deck, and you just get unlucky sometimes. I think I just need to take a step back and really focus on like what I want to do at the RCQ level, because I don't like when I lost, I didn't care, like, and that's like not a good mentality to have. I was like, oh, whatever, like, and I think I missed where like I want to try really hard, and I think I just need to get back to there, but I need to get the bad habit out of me of being like elitist and get back to being like, I remember we mentioned this at a podcast before, but meaning like old PTQs and all this meant so much to me. I used to like go in the bathroom and throw up because of just like anxiety, and having that, like me going to a tournament and not caring, I think is leading to just me doing consistently poorly. Like I had that one good one with like Hammer Time, and I felt a little better about that deck because I was like a little more well versed in it. But like when I played Blue White, I had one test session with it, and then I was like, all right, I'm okay. And then I obviously got smashed. And then with this, I took a Twitch view or Twitch Doomwakes list and jammed it, and it felt really good when I played it on a league. And then just in practice when I was playing, I guess I need to make a mental note that your online meta is not what you're going to face against. So
Not. I've been saying that for ages, dude.
that matters in FNM, but like I just had 7 sideboard cards that were just I was never going to bring in that day. And I think I knew Jeff was in the room, so I should have brought Emrakul. That's really all it was. I had it with me. I go, should I just throw this in just in the case that I have this? Like, honestly, that would have maybe turned the matchup on its head.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, just be like, blah. But
yeah, I definitely can't come back from that. Well, I can, but like it's very difficult.
Really tough.
I think
It all depends on when I hit the Emrakul.
there's like 3 decks I should be preparing for, really. And it's going to be Hammer Time, Titan, and Murktide. All the other decks, I believe, are just not as impactful in the format, meaning that they're like, if I go against an Omnath player, well, the Omnath decks are pretty janky because they take forever to win, and there's a lot of lines that they can self-implode on. And then, and when I play against Indomitable Creativity, I just have to be okay with losing that matchup because I think there's always one guy in the room that has it, and then the rest of the format is literally just like.
I hate that guy.
He went to time, everyone.
I
But
hate.
I think the
Oh,
biggest.
you bet the
Metaphorical
actual
guy.
guy.
I don't know specifically. I can't put a face to the deck. I'm just metaphorically.
Yeah, it's the
It's
guy
like, you know,
legit. All 6
I hate
rounds.
that Bears guy too.
All 6
Bears
rounds.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, football.
Oh,
Football.
talking out,
Yeah. So, anyways,
calling people out, huh?
my takeaway from all that is I need to get back to stop thinking that I own the room and need to be the guy that's nervous and feel like the underdog again. So that's going to be like a mentality shift that's going to be tough and actually care about my
Top
results.
dog to underdog.
Yeah.
Be humble. show
FNM,
love, spread
FNM
love,
badges now.
and good things. will
Well,
come.
I'll just keep scrubbing.
At
It doesn't
FNM,
matter.
I think that's when I'm having the most fun, and that's when I build my like homebrews, and then I do well with them because it's a deck I truly am passionate about. So I go, oh, yeah, I want to actually see if I can win with my barely teamer
Turbo.
deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about Rate the Random is no more. It's dead. We need a new
What?
segment.
Yeah.
It's
Come on.
promos are getting
Segments
pretty weird.
suck.
MagicCon Phillies this weekend, and then also the Pro Tour is going to be there. And I think it's really exciting because it's the old school Pro Tour where they have announcers, feature matches, sectioned off areas, and the super teams are back. So I'm all about that. So, but rate the random and why it failed. Bad ideas are bad, man. That's really all there is to it.
There's too many terrible
Didn't I say that
rares.
at the beginning? Why this podcast should really be called Josh said that 6 months ago.
It's not that bad. I liked it.
I just was not passionate
Instead,
about it.
it's done. Axed.
It's done. But we
Zotty.
can't say wow wrong. Well, I was gonna put this up there.
we're
Rate the
doing-
random
Do one
champion.
more. Do one more. Do one more
Now
for
we're
me.
doing who would win now.
Do one.
Did I spell random wrong? Or random. Champion.
Just give me
is-
one more.
That's not right.
Yeah. All right. Who is better? I know we did Jeff versus Jeff once upon a time, and I like that segment.
Who would
So
win?
this is a
Hang
hot
on,
one.
I like who would win instead. Not
Who would
who's
win?
better.
Well, who would win? That's pretty close.
I think Bristlebrand would win in a fight. I take Bristlebrand. You ever see that guy?
Yes, he doesn't
pretty
have
big.
hands, but Atrax has 4. So we're gonna try this out today. Who is better? It's a new segment, and it's Atraxa Grand Unifier, which is the brand new 7-drop that just came out in for actually All Will Be One, and it was one of the underdogs of the set where people didn't really kind of understand how good that card was going to be. And then it's going to be against Grizzlebrand because a lot of show and tell decks just populated out of nowhere on the bunch of 5 and 5-0 leagues, and they're all playing Atraxa.
Yep.
Also, Vintage is using it for Oath because it goes and just draws like 8 cards.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in that format. Yeah, so I know Josh is on Team Grizzlebrand because it's banned in EDH.
Bristlebrand.
I
You
think.
can whiff
I
on
think.
it.
Go ahead.
How could you whiff on this?
You could whiff on Atraxa. Bristlebrand.
You have a higher chance of whiffing with Grizzlebrand than
Wait,
you do
hold on,
Atraxa.
hold on. What do you
No,
mean by
7
whiff? Like you
cards.
only get 1 card, so you reveal 10 lands and only get to pick 1 land?
Yeah.
What?
So that's like the same thing. With
That's, like,
Bristlebrand. I guess we could just spin
impossible.
again.
I mean,
Not impossible, but it's very, very unlikely.
I mean, so like the
Yeah.
whiff on Atraxa would be like if you only got 2 cards of it, which would be I revealed 5 instants and 5 lands, and of those I got to pick the best instant in my hand and
It's
the best
10
land.
cards. I didn't realize it's 10 cards. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
was
10.
What did you think it was? 5?
Oh yeah,
I
that's why
didn't
this
re-
card's hot right now because it's just like it's awesome in standard right now. Pioneer has the Reanimator deck that's reanimating Atraxa, and it's kind of like when you get
That deck is so greedy, by the way.
It's
It's,
just-
playing
it's just Boros.
4 color.
no.
They have a way to be able to cast Atraxa.
Oh okay.
But
fair.
but they're playing Invoke Justice, which is a 4 white pit card.
I thought the deck was on just.
That's
I
wild.
thought it was just straight Boros splashing like 2 tri-lands just in the off chance of it. And they have Fable of the Kiki whatever, Fable
Yep.
of the Mirror Breaker. So you're able to make treasure tokens. So it's like yeah.
Still,
This is hang on, what's the deck look like? I haven't seen it.
I'll pull it
it's
up.
standard.
Oh, it's a
There's
standard
the
deck.
standard and
Hang
there's
on,
also
I thought
Pioneer.
Oh, I haven't seen the Pioneer
it's not in
one.
Legacy yet, though.
It's in Legacy and Vintage and Modern.
Like, no, being played, he means.
Yeah, it is.
What's playing it in Vintage?
Vintage Oath of Druids.
Oh,
yeah, because you just get to look at a bunch of free cards,
What is this card's full
and you
name?
don't have to use your life, which puts you
Big
not at
splashy
risk.
creature is splashy. I don't know. Gristlebrand's still. gonna
Also,
push
you
it
can
higher.
pitch it to Force of Will. You can pitch it to Solitude. You
Oh.
can pitch it to Endurance.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Those are the
And
big
to
ones.
what's the stupid for the reanimator target?
Well, Grief.
Grief.
Grizzlebrand's got that same argument.
I guess.
Yeah.
But whatever, I don't care.
Okay, fair. All right.
Got him.
So this card's been out for a week, and it's just like I shouldn't say it's everywhere, but it is in all formats, and it's like showing up. I know people are trying new stuff, but the card over like the last 2 days went from $6 to $35.
Nice.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard one of our guys the legacy guys tried to buy 10 of them and had his order canceled.
So here is it's only been out for like 4 days on Magic Line, 5 days, but it's
2 pages already.
yeah, so it's
Dang.
standard, legacy, pioneer, modern.
All right.
vintage. It's everywhere.
It's got legs.
Also, Neoform can do stuff with it, and it's
Neoform.
Yeah. So, Sneak and Show, Invoke Justice 5. It's just kind of everywhere. It's kind of cool.
I like seeing it when a big splashy creature like that becomes the new hotness. I like it.
Yep.
Dude, Neoform is so cool. I love that
It's
card.
healthy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like it's free, but again, like every deck is.
Cheating it in some way.
Yeah, they're trying, and it's just
They're not actually paying the 4 colors. Plus.
Nobody's casting it for 7. And when I threw this up on the Facebook post today about this card, everybody's like, "Venerated Raw Priest is better," and they're like, "By the time you could cast this card, you already won with Venerated Raw Priest." I was like, "Oh, weird how the you need a combo piece." And it's like, let's put these things in the arena one by heads up. But anyways, when this card
Atraxa would murder RPGs.
yeah, this card when this ETBs, you're going to immediately replenish the next Atraxa, meaning that once they've dealt with it, you probably drew another reanimator target. You probably drew
I was
another
about to say
discard
some
outlet.
way to get it
You
out.
Drew something like, and you're
You
getting
can draw
three
your
things.
Grizzlebrand.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to use all your life to do it.
Correct. So you don't have to pay any life for it. That's the big one, and it's also got vigilance. So
I mean, technically, there are scenarios where 10 isn't enough, and I have seen people whiff on 14.
yeah, but that's when you're doing like that's when you're doing like a straight combo deck. Like as you can see.
Well, yeah, I'm talking like Legacy
Yeah.
here.
I mean, they play both, right? They play all these, but it's just the Atraxa being able to
More
just
options.
it just when you hit. I think the biggest thing with the Atraxa is you can pitch it to Force of Will, and that's like the biggest thing about it.
That makes it busted.
Yeah, for Sneak and Show, that's good.
So this card is awesome. I think I don't know. I mean, it could just be everybody's trying it out right now, but it's in like 7 different types of decks, and they're consistently like it's in the challenges. It's not just winning 5-0s. It's like, damn, this thing is really winning a lot. So, yeah, this is probably the best card out of the set as of right now, which was a complete underdog in the sense
Surprise.
of like,
Yeah.
yeah, didn't see that one coming. I wonder if the other cards got more the copy land. I doubt it. Anyways, so what's your votes, guys? I'm Team Atraxa just because Grizzlebrand's kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with Atraxa.
You know, Grizzlebrand ruined a format back in 2011.
Yeah.
Give it
So I'm going to go for Atraxa because I want to ruin a format again.
Yeah. All right, Atraxa wins. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Next time, who is better?
3 people.
But who would beat up who? I would go Grizzlebrand every time.
Why?
Because look at his big buff. He's huge. That guy's
They
huge.
have the same stat
No,
line.
we should do.
That doesn't matter. I'm talking about.
Who would win, Ragavan versus Nimble Mongoose?
Wow.
Well, then, do I have Threshold? Even if I didn't, I have a 1/1 Shroud creature that Ragavan can't get through. I will forever trade. Good point. Like this. Nimble Mongoose, RIP. Sorry. Cards have just been bested. All right.
I like Ragavan versus Nimble Mongoose.
That's a good one. All right, dudes. I thought this was real. Love Sack got me. The secret layer for Valentine's Day.
You thought this was real?
Of course, I thought it was real. I love thinking things are real. Okay, I like.
I know.
After you sent it to me,
I believe in magic. Okay. Someone's like, "This is AI art because of the hands of the goblins." I was like, "Okay, fair." I didn't look that closely into it, but they got me. But what is real?
Did you reorder it?
No, but you with the real thing you can get are hot pockets for the Magic 30th anniversary. Those are
saw
real.
that where?
So
we're talking about getting a hot pocket.
That's oh my god. Who signed off on that, dude? That's bad.
Hot pockets. We're looking
That's
for
a meme, dude.
Hot pockets. If you sponsor this podcast, I promise you, all members will start every episode by eating 2 ham and
Oh my
cheese
god,
hot
no,
pockets.
no way.
So that way,
Garlic buttery.
by the end of the
No way.
podcast,
I am
we're
not
gonna be
selling
sick.
out for a hot pocket, bro. Get out of here.
Today's podcast
You can-
is sponsored by Hot Pocket.
Oh man, I
Garlic
really
No
did.
buttery
way.
crust.
0 way you ever get me to say that.
Even if it comes, what if it has a secret layer inside the hot pocket box? That's 5 uncommons that are going to be upgraded.
But it's
to-
in the hot pocket. You have
you have to
to
eat
eat the
it.
hot pocket to
Or
find it.
downgraded.
I wanted to be degenerate because you know how hot pockets come with a hot pocket sleeve. I wanted to see if
Yeah.
I could make a deck out of those sleeves. Like,
Oh my god, Tony! I haven't ate a hot pocket in God knows how long.
yeah, I would be embarrassed
Well-
at the checkout line to buy one. So
Yeah.
I
But I'm
go
doing it.
to La Masa. It's like a restaurant around here, down Brady Street, and
Yeah.
I call it Fancy Hot Pockets. It's like an empanada restaurant.
yeah,
That place is good as hell.
It is good as hell. Don't ever say it again.
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, weird 30th anniversary thing to be real. So okay.
Right.
Oh man.
And then the Love
You know
Sack
their market.
did come out with a beanbag chair that's $900, so $100 cheaper than the 30th anniversary packs.
Is this actually real?
Yeah, it is. It is. There's a picture of a cat on it.
How much is it?
$900.
What?
Yeah, it's a beanbag chair. It's like one of those like mega
They're memeing.
beanbag chairs.
Yeah, those have always been expensive.
Yeah, like the good ones. But yeah, it's a
Looks like it.
it's a real thing. It's got some cool cards on it. I don't know what the print of
If
every.
they would have put the Power 9 on here, would that be considered reprinting the reserve list?
Yeah, you cut them out. Then you have to ruin your Love Sack. But yeah, this is so Love Sack has a limited edition. The movie sack bundle is there. Yeah. So let me ask you this: is like I know Hot Pockets is an extreme like promo, but do you guys like the like just randomly promo items?
No.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I
How
don't
long
care.
before we do get secret layer hot pockets though?
It's the only way to get it is to buy it. Hot Pockets is declining
And it
business.
comes with hot pocket sleeves for your deck.
Oh, that would be
I'm
amazing.
talking about. No, I don't want that. I'm talking about like actual the crappy sleeves, like cutting them out and makeshifting like 100 sleeves out of them.
Yeah, but how long before what I just said happened?
Maybe a month. You can make them now. Just get them custom shield by, or get them custom made by Dragon Shield. Also,
Yep.
look for a sponsor. We'll take you Dragon Shield any day. Actually, I have a gripe with you. I bought 2 purple boxes, and they were
Different colors.
well. The bottoms were cut differently, so I'm upset about that.
I also I bought 2 boxes of green sleeves that split on the first shuffle.
Oh, dude. Dragon Shields
Like,
had a
and then not
period
just
where
like
they were
one, like a lot of them
Were
split.
perfect,
Well,
and
they were
now
like-
they're like not.
well, they were the only game in
Yeah.
town, and then they declined really badly, and then that other KMCs came around, and then all of a sudden, like people stopped buying Dragon Shield because of their inconsistency of their product line, and then KMCs were like the thing, and then the problem with KMCs is they only produced 80. They didn't make like a 100 pack. So when Commander got big, everybody's like, well, I don't want to buy 2 of these. I'd rather just buy 1 Dragon Shield, and then Dragon Shield's quality picked back up, because I think they got bought out. And now we're back to this like inconsistent colors, like meaning that it's like 2 different cuts. And
I thought that too. I thought that
I
too.
always liked Katana shields.
yeah, I'm all.
They're just really expensive.
yeah. Those are the big ones. Ultimate Guard's got sleeves. I haven't tried those yet, but nah. All right, dude. Magic Con here, and so is the Magic the Pro Tour, but the details are all right here. These are all the guests that are going to be there. So it's just like the Vegas one that they had going on. They have a bunch of people that are going to show up. They're going to do a game night live or whatever, which has got Josh Lee Kwai and Jimmy Wong in there, plus whoever the other Rat Pack guys are.
I do believe Krim is actually going to be on one of the episodes they do there.
Yeah. So they are huge promoters of EDH, and I think that's the not to say that the stuff's not scripted. I'm not saying that the stuff is scripted, but that is like the fantasy of what people want to do in Magic is to have the game nights experience, meaning that it's 4 guys chumming it up. Trying to do that with strangers is really bizarre, but anyways.
Doing that with your friends never even works.
Oh, with my friends, I have the best time of the EDH with you guys. I just like
Either-
trashing on you guys.
Either Josh rages at Antonio or Antonio takes too long playing, and then I just get bored.
Yeah, that's why you gotta bring.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta bring a chest clock, one of these.
S clock.
Yep, and just keep it on,
Hurry up,
Antonio.
bud.
Just get it
Keep on
going.
keeping on.
Oh, your time's up. Nope, I don't care. You don't get to play land. You thought about it too long. But yeah, so, a lot of art, like the artist alleys. I think so. What they're doing with like these cons, I like in the sense of this is more. It's not like a all in like Grand Prix. There's a bunch of events there, but it really is becoming just like a convention, like from like an anime convention style. And with the fact that there's going to be artists there, so for those people that are signature hunters, you have the ability to get from RK Post, which is Mark Poole's going to be there, which is a big one. That's a big. How many Birds of Paradise is that guy going to sign? So
$1 million.
yeah, And then
I
John
don't even think
Avon is there too. There's a lot of guys.
Avon's there. Where is this MagicCon?
It's in Philly this Friday.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
there.
So all those. And then all the details, the experiences. They still have the command zone. They made it bigger, but you still have to pay to get into it, which is just like, didn't you guys learn your
Stupid.
lesson from last time?
Right.
I think
Obviously not.
Well, they're lucky because you can't go outside and play because it's cold as hell.
There is nowhere.
So, well, yeah, it's just cold. Last time everybody was playing outside because you're in Vegas in the summer. So, plus all this other stuff for one of our local guys is there, Pink Money Games. He's actually there vending, and there's like a lot of vendors there. A ton of people are there. So this is like one of those things where if you're looking to pick up some unique and stuff, this is the spot to be.
Hey,
Find this stuff.
you told me that was Gen Con, and I sure didn't find what I
I
wanted.
know, dude. That's such a blowout.
That's because you look for weird.
No, Gen Con used to be the
stuff.
spot, dude. I swear.
Obscure. I just want Japanese cards, not even foil.
Yeah.
Did you get your Scheherazade?
No.
Did you give up on that?
Yeah. The game
Ooh.
mode that I was playing in would have basically folded. So
So hold on. There's a Pro Tour qualifier that you get to skip the RCQ circuit there. That's pretty. The unknown event. There's a lot of stuff going on here. The exclusive secret layers are going to be there as well too. And then the biggest thing is what I'm going to be trying to tune into is the first look at March of the Machines. So I'm hoping they just reveal what battle is here. That way we could talk about it until and cry about it and complain about it. About what
I can't wait.
be. Yeah. So.
And by that I mean I don't really care. Magic's been changing every year. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I'm pretty interested in it, and then yeah. But the biggest thing I care about, and I don't know if you guys were a fan, but this is like where I love Magic the most, is the Pro Tour. I used to remember just like on the weekends just being able to tune in and not watch every second of it, but just having it on in the background like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
while
while
you're
you're
doing
doing stuff.
something, it made me want to play like Moto more too, because I was
Yep.
like, oh, they're playing. I want to watch them and play.
Yeah, it would actively make me want that exact thing. So the Pro Tour is back, the Super Teams are back, which they like a lot of the teams have announced like who's on their squad. Which you have Reed Duke for Team Ultimate Guard, Martin Yuza, Frank Carson, which I don't really know who he is, Seth Manifield, LSV, Andre Managuchi, Gabriel Nassif, and yeah, that's like that's the team. So I'm always
Like
excited to see
Gucci
that kind
lot.
of- yeah.
LSV.
Yeah, so I like those are the guys I always like followed, and like anytime there was like content going on, I always root for them to do well. Like I just like I don't know, just like,
Pick your faves.
yep, yeah, and then there's the SCG's got a team, not Card Kingdom. I forget the other one is, but there's like 4 super teams out there that just have.
Aria.
They might have their own team, but I don't know any of those players by name. I just they're regionally from. I don't know if they're actually allowed to go to this Pro Tour. Are they? I guess they are. PVD is there. Paulo Vito de Rosa or de Rosa, which I remember more from. There's a story that LSV told once where somebody at a restaurant called him Pablo Doritos, like the waitress did. And it's like, how did you even get there? But, hey man, I just want to see. I think this is going to kick off a aggressive PTQ. Like I think a lot of people are gonna get reignited into like I want to play competitive Magic again because the Pro Tour is like the actual, not the Players Tour, not the Arena, whatever they called it, the Mythic Championships. Actual Pro Tour is back. This is the actual functioning Pro Tour that we all knew and loved and all aspired to be. You know, back in the 90s, the early 2000s, and the even
Still
late
to this
2000s.
day.
Yeah, now that it's alive and like going back, dude, I'm all about it. I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be fun.
Yeah. The broadcast team, which is Cedric Phillips, Marshall Sutcliffe. This one, Manny Davudi, I don't know who this is. Corey Ballmaster, which is one of the SCG guys. So is Cedric, I guess. Paul Cheon, who is essentially works for WotC, and then Maria, and then Elidith. I don't know how to say her name. Ilith. I'm just butchering your name. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Ruining it.
Yeah, she might be from the Arena squad. I don't really know her too much. So, but I'm pretty stoked about getting that old school coverage, man. I used to love when they used to pull Conley. I don't know if you guys remember, but they used to pull Conley Woods to the side
Yep.
and ask him for a deck tech. And they stopped doing that because so frequently they would pull him to the side for a deck tech and he would go 0-4. It's like,
He's also like he's
Culinary
also,
Woods.
he got me too'd.
well, the guy was kind of a dumpster fire to begin with, but I'm not
Right.
here. I'm not
he
here to.
definitely had a problem.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna drag his name, but he's got something going on with him. But he used to be one of those like deck innovators where he would just come up with the most ridiculous stuff, and because he was labeled that, he kept creating more and more ridiculous decks that were just like these the term magical Christmas
Piles of
land.
trash.
Yeah, where it was just like
A
playing.
meme, the Conley Woods decks, and then every once in a while he would hit, and then yeah, it would be a lot of nothing.
Yeah, it would just be like, oh, you want to? It was fun to feature his deck because you're like, dude, look at this nonsense, and then he would just talk about all the things. Similar to a guy that we know, Antonio, who told me about all the reasons why it's good, and then just
I
gets
promise
smashed.
you this is good.
Yeah.
The new Conley Woods is Saffron Olive.
Yeah, but he doesn't play on the PT. You know,
I know, but that's why he's like.
Wouldn't it be more
the good
Doomwake?
way.
it's
or
well,
whatever.
it's Doomwake. It's who's the other Twitch Avantgarde, Evan, whatever his name is. God, Aspiring Spikes. He's the big one. Everybody
Yeah.
covers his lists, and his lists are always a trap. Like,
Crap.
yeah, and then also like it's I don't really out of all the like I think I follow Doomwake and Aspiring Spikes. I used to follow Spikes a little bit more, but I've kind of fell off of him. I'm just more of a Doomwake kind of guy now. But as far as like Saffron Olive, I've never been drawn to him, and it might be because of the way that he says resolve. He says resolve, and I can't. I can't listen to the stream. I have to take off my headset. He says words very odd.
If you want to be more of a humble Magic player, you should watch more Saffron Olive.
No, I can't deal with it.
Oh, I always like to watch Bosch and Roll if we're gonna pick our favorite
Oh yeah, he's great.
YouTuber people.
No, I'm talking. I watch Saffron Olive, and I understand that he's like got like like he's got a voice that you have to like be like it's a voice you have to like be like it
Gaslit
grows
into.
on you, like gaslit or like it grows on you. He's like kind of over the top and like or like not over the top. He's just like very eccentric.
Yeah, he is. He is. I just can't get
But
the way that
I
he
like
says
him 'cause
certain
he's
words.
like right, and he does it on purpose
No,
now.
I know,
too,
I
'cause
know.
He knows it's all.
Needs in.
But it's the wholesome content. It's like 100% wholesome, and you can tell that the guy loves what he's doing, and that's why I watch it.
Yeah, fair. And don't get me wrong. He's like one of the first people that come out with like, I'm playing his Against the Odds series is always fun to watch. It's like I'm gonna take this card that nobody loves, and I'm gonna try to do something with it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And then that's like he built Hammer Time is his deck.
He had it before it was what it was. It was like he was playing it when it was a meme deck, and then before it got Urza Saga. So when I got Urza Saga, then it became.
And then I got a real card and it was actually good.
Mm-hmm.
My first energy I ever played in, I played a red blue. It was Phoenix before Phoenix hit Modern. It was like the weekend before like people realized they could play Phoenix or a Phoenix deck in Modern.
Yeah.
So I wasn't playing Phoenix, but it was playing Enigma Drake and Crackling Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And I went 5-0 with that deck. It was a budget list, and we upgraded it a little bit. But I like went 5-0, and I played against real decks with it, and it felt like really good to play like this against the odds deck that like actually did something.
Oh yeah, dude.
But now that deck's trash because everything just kills everything now. But
Yeah, the Modern Horizons 2 are bust, basically. If you're not playing Modern, it's how many
You know what I
Modern
wish I
things
could
are-
play?
Yeah, what's up?
I want to play. I want to play Hollowed One again. Please let me play Hollowed One again.
I mean,
play
there
it.
is a deck, but it's terrible.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
missing the linchpin which is Faithless Looting, which hashtag unban Faithless Looting, please.
I think it'd be fine.
Dude, just bring it back. We need it back. It's important to me.
People
my
are playing
God.
Spell Pierce Main. It's fine. Play it.
Would Red Blue
Let
play
people do
that just to like power out your Murktide even faster?
Yes, 100%.
You would
I think there'd be a spot for it.
over consider.
Uh,
You'd have to take Counterspell out of your deck.
yeah. I think if you wanted to go more aggro, you could totally do it.
Well, dude, I don't know. Have you guys seen Modern lately though? The amount of Breach decks that are populating. Breach might.
Yeah.
It's not just the combo variant anymore too. It's there's like a blue-red variant that is just Breach related, and it's just Breach is hard to deal with, man. All they're doing is just they're playing 2 Monastery Swift Spears, and then they're just playing mutagenic growth 4 times and just killing you because there's like boom, 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 and you're like, oh, okay, well they just did 16 out of nowhere. So
Crazy.
Got
I
him.
love it.
and it's just when you look at the deck, it's just like a blue-red shell. It looks like it's only playing. It's like splashing Underworld Breach, and you're like, God damn it! It just keeps putting up results, and it's like, okay, maybe it's time to start looking at. Here, I'm pulling up the list now. This is what won the SCG, but again, it's just like DRC, Ragavan, and Ledger Shredder, and then instead of going like this really long whatever, you just go straight into Underworld Breach and just go. Brrr.
That's my problem is people are like, there's too much good, and look at how many different decks are in this top 8. Please
Yeah, that's fair.
don't talk about banning cards when you have like 20 different decks in the top 16 somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, sure, if you click on like Big Red and Breach and Blue Red Aggro, they probably all have
This card's playable, and so is Wild Nikado. They're back on the menu, baby.
I know I saw Wild Nikado, but they probably all have Ragavan in them, but and DRC, but
this card's low key secretly good.
There's always gonna be good cards in colors.
This one says destroy target thing, sacrifice your Urza Saga.
Oh no, even worse, it also says destroy your Blood Moon. It feels real bad. That card is tough.
Yeah, the card is really good. I love this card.
The card smashed me when I played against it in FNM.
Yeah, so
also Giganta being able to make 5, one of each color.
Yep.
Through a Blood Moon makes me feel real bad.
Yeah, Blood Moon's.
If I don't have an answer, it's like, oh god.
Can your deck beat a Tribal Flames? Can you win against Tribal Flames?
In fact, it can't.
No, but Plating Affinity.
Yeah, look at this.
What is this?
Well, okay, this is just like a preliminary. Get this out of here.
Yeah, this ain't real.
It ain't 2-star or 3-star.
Give me the 3 stars. Breach.
Okay, this one's a little more egregious.
Breach. Different styles of Breach.
Oh, that was 10 days ago. I don't know.
This was at the 10K RC.
10 days ago, and you're complaining.
Yeah. Breach. Yeah, this is something
maybe a problem.
What do you think Underworld Breach is at, guys?
$30.
No, like $3.
Not 25.
That was close.
Jesus. Used to have so many of those.
Yeah, that was a bulk card. For a moment. Where Ragavan's at? Ooh, they're creeping up. 83. They're pretty cheap from a ticket standpoint. Huh, they went way down. I remember buying these at $80, 80 tickets just so I could play other decks.
Iconoclast.
I blew it. All right, dudes. That is a show today. Do we have...
How much is Emery?
Perfect.
$2?
Yep, always bulk. They've printed this card like 4 times.
I love
What about Tasker? What about Tasker?
Still trash.
$1.
Don't even get me started, bro.
Bulk.
Let me see how much Tasker is. No, Google it.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Google it. Bring it up on the podcast. I gotta see this.
My $4
Tony,
investment.
we're searching cards now.
Yeah, I know.
$4 investment has made me no monies.
13 cents.
Woo! 35 for the old board.
Even the box topper is 8, so that's a bad hit. Even the old border, 35 cents. Bulk. All right, dudes. Josh,
what a good card.
Hit him with a hot.
Bacon is rarely worth the $2 upcharge.
What?
I like it. I agree.
Blasphemy.
I like it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
All right.
For like a slice of bacon, $2? Get out of here.
Oh, you get like 2 slices, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, double down.
Worth every bite.